Well, welcome to the stream tonight. I hope you are doing well. Let me know if the audio with the microphone is fine and if the music is at a good level. But yeah, welcome to tonight's stream. Tonight we're going to be continuing our adventure in learning to hack and getting better at it with the Machine Administrator. Now, admittedly, I did start this machine almost 2 weeks ago on our previous stream. We got user there, and I will probably just go over doing some of the initial remembering what we were up to through my notes, because I've kind of forgotten where we got to and how we got there and kind of where we're heading from here. I know we pulled some data from Bloodhound, and we have a few accounts, but then from there, I'm not really sure where we're going to go. So we'll do a little bit of reminding myself of what we're doing. So welcome to the stream. Let me know how things are going, and yeah, we'll get started in just a couple of minutes. Is everything sounding okay? Someone in chat, let me know. Is it nice and clear? Right, so I've got my notes here. Basically, we checked a few things. This included, we have an FTP server running, SMB. Let me just grab my network scan notes here. Yeah, so we've got FTP. I can't really see my cursor for some reason. FTP there. DNS, Kerberos, LDAP, what else? LDAP again, our WinRM 9389, which I'm guessing is some sort of FTP thing, and then RPC stuff. So that's kind of where we were at last stream. Shut that. So our user that we got on the machine was this Olivia user, if you can see that, and we were giving their password, and then we were able to move from there. All right, so we got I didn't take any notes from this. Dang it. All right, so we'll have to kind of reverse engineer where we got to. I thought I took more notes than this. Well, that just makes me look stupid. That's all right. We can do this. Thanks, Chris, for letting me know. All right, so let me just jump into my virtual machine. Just close this. I will connect to the VPN. Oh, here we go. So we have our user Emily, which we got their password here. So I did save that. Okay. Oh yeah, so what we did was we found a password vault thing that we were able to crack the password of open it up, and then get these passwords from there. And so one of the passwords that we got was Emily's password, who was the user. So from here, we need to pivot to another user. The way we got to this was through Bloodhound. All right, so what do you got here? What the heck? There we go. So we have Emily. Let me go mark as owned. So now what we need to do is we need to go from here and we want to go from Emily to analysis. All right. Let's try that again. Emily. Oh. Cool. All right. So reachable high value targets. So first degree object control. So we have generic right over Ethan. So then from there, let's see what we can do. Then what can you do? Ethan can do DC sync on the domain. How do I select that? The user Ethan has replication changes all privileges on the domain administrator. These two privileges allow a principal to perform a DC sync attack. All right. So that means that we could go from here to domain admin. So we have Emily, Michael, that. But the problem here is we want to see Yeah, all right. So we can generic write Ethan, which means the ability to write any non-protected attribute on the object, including members for a group or service principal names. So that would mean a targeted Kerberos attack can be performed using PowerView's set domain object along with get domain SPN. Then do we just reset? No, we get the SBN ticket. The recovered hash can be cracked offline using the tool of your choice. Clean up the service principal name. So do we... let's have a look at this. All right. Hey Zerzex, how you doing? We're just doing the administrator box and trying to get to system, or at least to domain admin. I'm doing pretty well. Just had a big weekend so far. It's been Saturday, so hanging out with the kids and doing that kind of stuff. This is taking a while to find. See if that works. You know what I think is going on? Is yeah, we've got two tunnels happening, so that list sessions. Okay. Dash ls. Does anyone remember how to connect to a specific TMUX session? Unless I'm doing it wrong. To me, need at most 0. That's that one. That's the one that I want to kill. Ah, there we go. There's my problem. All right. There we go. right, let's try that. Tmux -t3. Apparently it doesn't know that. That's all right. We'll just do this for now, because that seemed to have killed it. Name, not the number. So tmux but they don't have a name. Is this the name? They don't have a name. It's all right. I'll just use this. Should be fine. We have our VPN IP there. Yeah, there we go. Cool. There's still those little things that I need to learn from about Tmux that I just haven't had the time to just jump around. All right. All right, so we have that generic right. No, I didn't save the session. What is that? Targeted Kerberos.py. Or is that in bracket? What do we got? This tool will automatically attempt a targeted Kerberos attack either on all users or against a specific one if specified in the command line, and then obtain a crackable hash. The cleanup is done automatically as well. Black screen. Can you hear anything? Okay, you can hear stuff. I don't know. Not many people watch me on Twitch, and I have been having issues with it, and I'm not sure what's wrong with it. I don't know if, because I do stuff through Restream, I don't know if it doesn't have the bandwidth for me because I'm on a free plan. I don't know. I'm sorry. If you want to jump over to YouTube, that's where I'm on, and you can definitely see stuff there. I really apologize for that. Okay. So we don't have a hash for Ethan, no. And Ethan can do stuff. Yes, I can share the YouTube link. Let me just get it. Where is it? Got the YouTube link here. This is very Inception-y. That's kind of going to everyone. Yep, cool. All right. All right, where were we? So, all right, targeted Kerberoast is a Python script that can print Kerberoast hashes for users that have a SPN set. This tool brings the following feature for each user without SPNs. It tries to set one. Abuse of a write permission on the service principal attribute. Print the Kerberoast hash and delete the temporary SPN set for the operation. This is called targeted Kerberoasting. That's interesting. That's cool. I like that. This tool can be used against all users of a domain or supplied in a list or one user in the CLI. All right. Cool. All right. So what we'll do is we'll clone this. See, I thought it was a in-packet tool. Targeted Kerberoast. Yep, that uses thingy. So we use -v administrator. So we'll go -v -d administrator.htb. And then we go -u for our user that we control. So that's Emily. -p for her password, which is this one. And then what does the documentation say on this? All right. Okay, below is an example. Huh, this is Exegol. It's written. No way. Cool. Shut down repo. No way. These guys are cool. Shutdown repo is one of the guys responsible for developing Exegol, which is another pen testing platform that's like a Dockerized version of Kali and Parrot and all of those. It's a phenomenal like OS within an OS kind of thing. It's really cool. All right, so but I want to do just one user. Is that possible? Okay, so maybe if we just do, what is it? Request user. Request user Ethan. Oh, Ethan. Clock skew. Flip. All right. How do we fix this again? All right. So. Okay, cool. All right, so we just need to go into a root session. Did I change the password of root? Or I can just do sudo su. Ah, there we go. All right, cool. So we want to change this to off, run time date, that, hard date dash n, and what is the IP address of our machine? We've got that. Apparently we don't have our date. All right, so now let's go back up here and get our command. No. And that should work now. Cool. All right. So we had to change our clock, our system clock, to the clock of the same as the machine so that we could get this hash. All right. So let's Ethan hash, copy that in there. All right, so then we can do hashcat dash m, actually (23) I just need to go say all right, I will be back. I just need to go say goodnight to my son because he's going to bed. I'll see you in a sec. Alrighty. So we are back on here. Alright, so I need to crack this hash. Alright, so that was a TGS 23. So this hash cat dash m 13100 Ethan user share word list Rocky. All right. We know that the reason why I know the whole, what's it called? Type of hash it is because of, oh, we found it. Actually, this is probably easier. Limp Bizkit. Cool. All right, so the reason why we know that is because at the start of the hash, we have this number 23, so we know that that's the type. And we know that it's also a TGS hash because that was what was in the documentation here. Where is it? Request user request TGS for the service principal name associated to the user specified. Yeah, so we've got that password now. So I can add that to here. And let's go back to our Ethan. So we mark him as owned as well. So the starting node. Okay, so he has object control over the domain DC sync. I think he's just a domain user. That's the thing he is. Unenrolled group membership. I think that's it. Oh, thank goodness. All right. Sorry for the drop off there. If that's what if anyone experienced a drop off there, I apologize. I don't know what happened. My internet connection just kind of died for a second. So we were looking at doing a DC sync here. So we can either do this using Mimikat. Or we can do that using Secrets Dump. So what I'll probably do is use Secrets Dump because that will be a lot simpler. So let's do this. In packet secrets dump. Secrets dump. Crap, where'd it go? And let's just copy this so we can fill it in. All right, so we got administrator.htb, Ethan, what was his password? Limp-bizkit. And then the what was the domain, the user, so SMP. What was that called? That was that. -u Ethan biz kit. DC, that was it, it's called. DC. I want to kind of just do 10, 10, 11, 42. There we go. So we were able to dump everything. All right, so let's pipe that. No, let's do this into pcsync.creds. All right, and then we go dcsync.creds. All right, so we don't want this line. All right, so what we can do now is we can just trying to get just the top. There we go. All right, so then we can go sudo we'll go like this. Administrator. This one, just this bit. Yeah, and so then we have administrator access. So now I want to see if we, no. If we can get WinRM, because if we can, then we can, yeah. So then we can go on to Box. Here will dash new administrator. No, it's PDH. Yeah, there we go. So if we then go to desktop, and we have the root flag. Cool. That was actually really simple. I liked, that was a good like little box. So yeah, cool. Let me just submit this flag. How did you guys find that? Was it easy to follow along? Do you have any questions on anything that I did? I know I can sometimes move a little bit quickly. For me, that felt really straightforward. Woo. 7,000th person to create it. I mean, like, I think the root flag was a lot easier than the user flag because it had a lot. They both had multiple steps, but it wasn't as complex. I think like it was pretty straightforward. You go from your Emily, you get their SPN, and then you do a DC sync attack, which is like, I don't know, pretty straightforward, pretty simple. Whereas this one, like, you had to do multiple steps, which I guess is just why they were the difference between a medium and an easy box. But that's cool. So I didn't know that you could, if you had the permissions, you could do a targeted Cobra Roast attack against specific users, request their ticket granting service hash, and then be able to use that to get their hash, their password, which is really cool. I thought that was a really interesting escalation. All right. Well, let me have a look. Let's close this. I'm gonna close this. All right, let's have a look at what they have. What other boxes HackTheBox has on here. I'm pretty keen. I don't know if you guys play, do any of the live active machines, but the next one coming out tomorrow in 8 hours time is Planning, which is an easy Linux box. Yeah, give it a go if you can. It's always good to do some of the newer stuff. All right, so we have Link Vortex, we've got Alert, Certified, Instant, Evil Cups. I did half of Cicada one time, but I haven't gone back to do it. And Sightless. This was tough, this one, to get the root. I got user pretty simply. It took me a little bit, but getting root was hard. I got compiled, Permax, blurry. So what they have in the, not the challenges, the tracks. I'm really disappointed that the Pro Labs previously, I really wanted to do the end games, but they moved all of the end games to Pro Labs because I wanted to do like this end game which I'd started. This was an end game which has started. It's free, so I could potentially try it out, but it's advanced. I don't think I'd be able to do it. This and this one and this one, they were all end games, and they were kind of part of the VIP subscription. Yeah, but then they changed. I don't know. Does anyone want me to do? Is there a box that people are thinking of that they thought, let's do that machine? Or does anyone have any questions that they want answered relating to hacking, cybersecurity, that kind of stuff? Yeah, if not, I may just finish up the stream now. I'm pretty tired. I am. Let me just change this. I am probably gonna start streaming on a Monday night, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Same time, like 7:30 ish. So depending on where you are, that may be Sunday night, Monday morning, that kind of thing. I've just been really feeling it, really kind of want to put it during my work week rather than on the weekend when I really want to be relaxing and just chilling out. So as much as I love hanging out with you guys, I think I want to spend a bit more time on my weekends just doing relaxing things, if you know what I mean. So probably from next week I'll be starting to do the Monday thing instead. I will announce it on, like, I'll make a little post on wherever. So like probably on LinkedIn, probably on the Hack Smarter Discord, and on my YouTube channel. So just as a reminder, if you've subscribed, thank you. If you want to keep up with what I'm doing, subscribe. And yeah. Zero asks, do I have any thoughts on the TryHackMe SAL cert? Not really. I haven't done it. I haven't really looked at it. I've seen a little bit of the SOC 1, level 1 stuff on TryHackMe, and it's pretty decent. I like it. So from that point of view, I think it's great. Let me just log in. This did have a night mode. Oh, there we go, dark mode. That is the wrong one. All right, so they have a bunch of learning paths. I don't know if you've seen these before. The ones that the certification is like encompasses is this SOC level one. So if you go through that, then you should be ready for the certification. It goes through a bunch of really good stuff. I haven't done all of them. I've done, I think it was about 20% of this learning path, and it's really good. The stuff that I've done was really good. I learned quite a bit. So yeah. But apart from that, I don't have experience with the actual certification itself, unfortunately. Yeah. So, sorry, I can't really help you there with that. Do you think CompTIA is a good start to get into the industry? It's a good start to learn the stuff you need to know to be able to do the job. So I think if you were to do like, this is not the path that I took. Just gonna 100% put it out there. Not the path that I took. But a good path to take is like you do your A plus, your security plus, like your network plus, and then if you want to do more SOC stuff, your CISA plus. I wouldn't personally bother with the Pentest plus. I haven't done it, but from what I've seen, it's more multiple choice and not actual hacking. But I know like the security plus is great in terms of understanding security, and the CISA plus, the CYSA plus is really great for like actual SOC skills. So I've seen that promoted widely from like people who do SOC work and have done that. So like if you want to do those, the three of like security plus, network plus, and A plus, that I think those would give you a really good foundation for like IT in general, but then also specialize in security. And then it then depends on where you want to go. Like, do you want to do offensive security, defensive security? There's more jobs in defensive security. So do you want to be an analyst? Do you want to do engineering? Do you want to do detection? Like there's a bunch of roles that you can do, and it just kind of goes with what you're interested in and what's kind of available in your area. So I'd be using like certifications. For me, certifications are a way to like streamline your learning, so you can kind of go, this is the thing that I'm learning for now, and so you can spend those like couple of months studying that, getting really familiar with it, and then being able to do the exam is kind of proving that you know what you know. I know that those exams can be crammed. I wouldn't suggest doing that, because if when it comes to an interview and actually doing a job, if you crammed for an exam for a certification and passed, that information will not be retained for very long, and that's kind of sad. I feel like that's a poor investment of time and effort and money into being certified, but then not actually remembering what you learned. So, yeah, my encouragement is like spend some time doing it. Yeah, I would love to sit down and actually do a CompTIA certification, because I want to know what it's like. I know they're like multiple choice and blah, blah, blah. But I think they would be solid certs to go for if you want to do it. They're not too expensive either. I think they're like $300 US. I mean, that's from my from where I live. 300 US isn't too crazy. It's overwhelming. What would you recommend that is more hands-on? Is Hack the Box or Try Hack Me worth a look? Yeah, 100%. Man, I've heard other like Tadi. He always says like for every hour that you spend learning something, spend 5 hours doing something in a lab, practicing it. I think that's a really good like ratio. I don't spend as much time as I'd like to doing stuff in the lab than I do learning, but hopefully that will change soon. Look, Hack the Box Academy and Try Hack Me are really great places to start. If you're completely new, start on Try Hack Me, smash as much as you can through those things. There you get a good range. I would encourage you, if you want to do SOC, do some pen testing stuff. If you want to do pen testing, do some SOC stuff. It will make you better at what you do, and it will help you understand security, not just from like what you like, but from like a holistic perspective. So yeah, look, brand new, do Try Hack Me, go through their SOC thing. Let me just open it up again. They even give you a learning roadmap. So if you log in, go to learn, click on learn, you get on this learning roadmap. Seriously, go through like pre-security, cybersecurity 101. Pick one of these. Probably start with like the security analyst stuff if you want to do SOC stuff. Do that. Do the pen tester path if you got time after that. Or what would really help is the security engineer with the SOC stuff would be like amazing to do together. And then like you could pivot over to Hack the Box Academy. And do their job role paths. I think you can do like their SOC analyst one, which covers pretty much the stuff in here, but just in a different way, different focus, that kind of stuff. If you just wanted to do the academy thing, I would encourage you to do like the SOC analyst prerequisites before you do the SOC analyst path, because it will fill in a lot of the prerequisite knowledge that you need to be able to do the stuff here. Yeah. But yeah, if you're at the beginning of your journey, it is super confusing, super overwhelming. My advice and encouragement to you is just pick one thing, stick at it, do it. You can spend all your time like researching, watching YouTube videos, reading articles, all the stuff of what you do. But if you don't actually start applying it and start learning, it's just time wasted, honestly. I spend way too much time researching stuff before I actually start doing. Take it from me, it is time wasted. When you could really just like watch maybe like 2 or 3 videos, 1 or 2 articles, and then you have a pretty good idea of what's decent. Everyone recommends Try Hack Me. Everyone recommends Hack the Box Academy. Do those things, and then you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Seriously, don't stress out about it too much. Just put in the work, and then spend time. Like if you learn something, or if you struggle to learn something, and you finally figure it out, write a blog about it, make a video about it, just for you. Like do it for you, so that you have a place where you can remember the stuff. So that is my advice to you, Mr. Snoopy. Yeah. And they have a free roadmap too. Just kind of goes through, I think, all their free rooms that you can do. Yep. Alrighty. Well, I'm probably going to wrap. Zero says, I sit first, my Sec Plus in 2 weeks, then planning to get hands-on with Try Hack Me. Yeah, Good job. Good job. Let me know in 2 weeks whether you pass. Um, if you jump on my stream again, that'd be really cool to know. But yeah, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this stream, please click the like button. And if you want to get more of my streams, please hit subscribe. It will notify you whenever I go live. And I will see you next week. Thanks for joining. Yeah. Have a good night, good morning, good day, wherever you are. See you later.